Hello, and welcome to the Single Equality Scheme 2012 to 2014 from City West Homes. This recording, which lasts approximately 35 minutes, contains 19 items. Our contact details are City West Homes, 21 Grosvenor Place, London, SW1X 7EA. Telephone 020 7245 2000. Website is www.cwh.org.uk. Each item begins on a new track, with item 1 beginning on the next track.
Item 2, Introduction by Mark Hoyland, Chief Executive, City West Homes. Westminster is one of the most diverse cities in the world. This diversity is reflected in the needs, expectations and aspirations of our residents. Over a third of our tenants are aged over 60 and a growing number, over 40%, are black or minority ethnic. City West Homes leaseholders are equally diverse, ranging from original tenants who exercise their right to buy to landlords with multiple properties who purchased on the open market and regard City West Homes as any other business from which they buy services. Our vision is to be the leading provider of housing services. As well as managing 22,000 homes, we act as a gateway to a wide range of services, enabling our residents to achieve their potential and build themselves better lives. To achieve this vision, we must have an understanding of our diverse communities and ensure that the needs of our residents are identified and taken into account in planning and delivering our services. City West Homes' Single Equality Scheme sets out our 5 equality objectives and commitment to promoting equality, valuing diversity and ensuring our processes and procedures are fair and free from discrimination. Our action plan shows the practical steps we will take to achieve our aims and ensure our residents are able to access our services.
Item 3. Our commitment to equality and diversity. About City West Homes. City West Homes is an arm's length management organisation, ALMO, which delivers a high quality services to residents across 22,000 Westminster homes. They offer the right homes to meet local needs, improve neighbourhoods and give residents access to services which can help improve their lives. Since launching in 2002, the organisation has delivered the first new council housing in Westminster for 30 years. It became the first ALMO to set up a private lettings agency and helped over 100 residents to find employment. By keeping residents at the heart of everything they do, City West Homes continues to provide homes which are sustainable, affordable and comfortable for our residents. City West Homes has built a strong foundation and aims to become the leading provider of housing services.
Item 4, City West Homes and Equality. City West Homes believes in promoting equality and diversity in everything we do. This commitment is central to our Single Equality Scheme and cuts across all our services, including delivering housing management service, dealing with harassment and domestic abuse, membership and constitutions of resident associations, area management committees, strategic committee and tenant management organisations, membership of our board and subcommittees, procuring goods and services, recruitment, employment and retention of staff. Equality is about ensuring that all people are treated equally. This does not mean treating everyone the same, but means recognising the differences in life situation, in experience and ensuring that there is equality and opportunity for all people, taking their needs into account. Diversity means valuing the uniqueness of individuals, celebrating difference and recognising that everyone, through their own mixture of skills and experience, has a valuable contribution to make.
Item 5. Our equality objectives. We have identified the following 5 equality objectives, which are our priorities for 2012 to 2014. Our action plan shows how we will meet them. We will increase the profiling information we hold on our residents and use it to better understand their needs, plan services for the future and ensure we are not discriminating against any residents in protected groups. We will explain clearly to residents why we are collecting this information, how it will be used and make it clear that the provision of personal information is optional. We will launch our Single Equality Scheme, action plan and equality objectives and ensure equality analyses are carried out routinely prior to any changes to policy, procedures or service provision. We will update our resident engagement and opportunities framework to ensure all our residents have the opportunity for involvement, that they are consulted fully on changes to the service and that our consultation structure is representative of the residents we serve. We will ensure all residents have access to our services, both in terms of physical access to our offices and estates and through the information we provide. We will increase our use of alternative formats such as audio and picture documents so they are in a form all residents can access and understand. We will embed equality in our work practices and provide training and induction for our staff in equality issues. This training will provide relevant examples of equality in everyday work to allow better understanding of the needs of our residents.
Item 6. The Legal Requirements Equality Act 2010. City West Homes has responsibilities under the Equality Act in 3 areas as a service provider to our residents, a procurer of goods and services, an employer to 349 people. The Equality Act 2010 replaced previous equality legislation with a single act and introduced the term protected characteristic. The 2 new duties are public sector general duty and a public sector specific duty. The 9 protected characteristics, the term protected characteristic describes 9 groups that are protected by law. These are age, race, ethnic and national origin, disability, religion or belief, gender, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnerships, sexual orientation, pregnancy and maternity.
Item 7. The Public Sector General Duty. The General Duty includes 3 aims and requires City West Homes to have a due regard to the need to Aim 1. Eliminate unlawful discrimination, harassment and victimisation and other conduct prohibited by the Act. Unlawful discrimination includes direct discrimination, discrimination by perception, discrimination by association, indirect discrimination, harassment, third-party harassment, victimisation, discrimination arising from disability. Aim 2. Advance equality of opportunity between people who share protected characteristics and those who do not. This involves the need to remove or minimise the disadvantages suffered by people due to their protected characteristics. Take steps to meet the needs of people with certain protected characteristics where these are different from the needs of other people. Encourage people with certain protected characteristics to participate in public life or in other activities where their participation is disproportionately low. Aim 3. Foster good relations between people who share a protected characteristic and those who do not. This involves tackling prejudice and promoting understanding between people from different groups.
Item 8. Equality Analysis. We will complete an equality analysis at an early stage for all changes to policy, procedures and service provision. Equality analysis measure any effect the proposed changes could have on residents or staff with protected characteristics. This will identify steps we can take to reduce or remove negative impacts. We will publish the equality analysis on our website. The Public Sector Specific Duty. There is a specific duty to publish information to demonstrate compliance with the general duty, prepare and publish 1 or more equality objectives in an accessible format. City West Homes, as an arm's-length management organisation, is subject to the general duty, but not the specific duty. However, it is good practice to comply with the specific duty, and we will meet it by publishing the single equality scheme and action plan, our quality analysis, plus our 5 equality objectives on our website. Copies will also be available in the area and estate offices. You can find the Equality Act 2010 at www.legislation.gov.uk/UKPGA/2010/15/contents. www.legis.uk/2010/15/contents.
Item 9. The Standards for Social Landlords. Standards are set out for social landlords by the Homes and Community Agency in 4 areas: tenant involvement and empowerment, home, tenancy, neighbourhood and community. Diversity is specifically covered in the Tenant Involvement Empowerment Standard, but diversity cuts across all 4 standards. The standard states social landlords must treat all tenants with fairness and respect, demonstrate that they understand the different needs of their tenants, including in relation to the quality strands and tenants with additional support needs, demonstrate how they respond to tenants' needs in the way they provide services and communicate with tenants. The following pages illustrate how we'll meet this requirement, in particular the sections on knowing our customers, customer engagement, and responsive services and customer care.
Item 10. Social Housing Equality Framework. Bracket SHEF bracket SHEF. A social housing equality framework has been produced for arm's length management organisations as a performance and improvement tool. The framework lists good practice in 5 key areas, and we have designed this scheme, the action plan and equalities objectives around these areas as a test of our service. The 5 areas are knowing our customers, leadership, partnership and organisational commitment, customer engagement, responsive services, access and customer care, a skilled and committed workforce. We are testing ourselves against the developing level and our response to each of the sections below. Social Housing Equality Framework at www.local.gov.uk/equality-frameworks, www.local.gov.uk/EQUALITY-FRAMEWORKS.
Item 11. Knowing our customers. City West Homes is required to meet the needs of a diverse range of communities and individuals. We need to have a strong understanding of our local area in order to design services that both meet current needs and are sufficiently flexible to respond to changing circumstances. We collect profiling information such as age and race from our residents on protected characteristics. We need it to check we are not unlawfully discriminating against any residents in protected groups and that residents in all groups are able to access and receive the same level of service. The provision of personal information is entirely voluntary. Residents are not obliged to provide the personal information to us, but the law requires us to gather this information if we can. Details of our tenant profile information are shown below. We hold good quality information on the age, gender and race of our tenants, but we need to collect more information on the other protected characteristics, including disability and religion. We also need to find out more about our residents' requirements, such as preferred means of contact, so we can improve the way we communicate. The profiling information we hold on tenants tells us age. 57% of our tenants are aged over 50. Race. We know the race of 90% of our tenants. A growing number, over 40%, are black or minority ethnic. Religion. We have collected this information from 14% of tenants so far, and the 2 main religions are Christianity and Islam. Language. The top 6 languages in order are English, Arabic, Bengali, Portuguese, Spanish and Cantonese. We will update our policy for the collection, holding of profile information and the information we will share with our partners. We will ensure the staff handling personal information receive training in the correct procedures. Explain why we are collecting profile information, how it will be used, and make it clear that the provision of personal information is optional. Increase the profile information we hold on our tenants and leaseholders and use it to better understand their needs and plan services for the future. Check the profile information we hold to ensure we are not discriminating against any residents in protected groups.
Item 12. Tenant Profile at August 2012. Age 99% replied. 16 to 30 7%. 31 to 50 36%. 51 to 70 34%. 71 to 80 14%. 81 plus 9%. Race 90% replied. White 52%. Black 17%. Asian 13%. Arabic 9%. Mixed 3%, Other 2%, Didn't wish to answer 4%. Religion 14% replied, Christianity 53%, Islam 23%, Other 7%, No religion 5%, Did not wish to answer 12%. Sexual orientation 18% replied, Heterosexual 69.5%, Bisexual 2%, Gay man 1%, Lesbian 0.5%, Other 3%, Did not wish to answer 24%. Gender 100% replied, Female 53%, Male 47%. Disability 14% replied, Disability 54%, No disability 46%.
Item 13. Leadership, partnership and organisational commitment. Clear leadership is key to establishing a strong vision for equality and improving equality outcomes. Board members and our executive team play important roles in ensuring a strong vision and commitment to equality. This role has become even more important as external regulation of the service has been significantly reduced. The City West Homes Board has overall responsibility for this equality scheme and for agreeing our equality objectives. There are also subcommittees with responsibility for specific equality issues. The Customer Services Committee is responsible for ensuring equality in service delivery, including monitoring access to our services and measuring satisfaction with services we deliver. The Remuneration, Employment and Diversity Committee is responsible for ensuring equality in employment, including workforce monitoring. City West Homes Executive Team are responsible for delivering the actions set out in the action plan and are accountable for its implementation. Every City West Homes individual has responsibility to read, understand and to implement the principles set out in this scheme. Our contractors and tenant management organisations are responsible for complying with our equality scheme in their delivery of services to our residents. We will aim to improve the profile of our board by increasing the number of women and those from BME backgrounds so it is more representative of our tenants. We will provide training for our board members so they are fully aware of their responsibilities under the Equality Act 2010. We will ensure our updated communication strategy reflects our commitment to promoting equality and fostering good relations. We will ensure our updated procurement strategy reflects our commitment to equality so contractors bidding for work are clear what is expected of them. We will use our purchasing power to work with small and medium enterprises whenever possible. Equality analysis. We will carry out equality analysis prior to changes to policy, procedures or service provision. This will allow us to understand the potential impact of our decisions on residents with different protected characteristics and to identify steps we can take to reduce or remove negative impacts.
Item 14. Board profile as at March 12 compared to tenant profile. Board age 16 to 30, 0%. Age 31 to 50, 38%. Age 51 to 70, 54%. Age 71 plus, 8%. Tenants, age 16 to 30, 7%. Age 31 to 50, 36%. Age 51 to 70, 34%. Age 71 plus, 23%. Board race, white, 77%. BME, 23%. Other, 0%. Don't wish to answer, 0%. Tenants race, white, 52%, BME, 42%, other, 2%, don't wish to answer, 4%. Board gender, female, 31%, male, 69%. Tenants gender, female, 53%, male, 47%.
Item 15, Customer Engagement. City West Homes has long understood the value of involving our residents in decision-making and providing a variety of options for involvement so all residents have the opportunity to engage at a level they are comfortable with. We look forward to working even more closely with our resident representatives under the new co-regulation regime. We will continue to build inclusive community engagement structures by providing training and capacity building and actively reach out to and encourage residents from underrepresented groups to become involved. Ensure we undertake meaningful consultation on service planning, development and delivery through our consultation structure. Work with a wide variety of partners who can improve the life of our residents, such as schools and the health service. Assist our residents in finding volunteering placements, work opportunities and access to education. Take every opportunity to increase engagement with young people through social media, community events and additional youth club provision. We will investigate the possibility of setting up a young people's board. Continue to work closely with local community groups to build community cohesion on our estates. Area Management Committee, AMC, profile compared to tenant profile. AMCs, age 16 to 30, 0%. Age 31 to 54, 34%. Age 55 to 64, 31%. 65 plus, 27%. Did not wish to answer, 8%. Tenants age, 16 to 30, 7%. Age 31 to 54, 43%. Age 55 to 64, 17%. Age 65 plus, 33%. Did not wish to answer, 0%. AMC's race, white, 53%. BME, 35%. Other, 0%. Did not wish to answer, 12%. Tenants, race, white, 52%. BME, 42%. Other, 2%. Did not wish to answer, 4%. AMC's gender, female, 46%. Male, 54%. Tenants' gender, female, 53%. Male, 47%.
Item 16. Responsive Services and Customer Care. City West Homes realises the effect that harassment, hate crime and domestic abuse can have on our residents' lives, and we will continue to tackle this as a priority. It is important to us that all our residents can access our services, both in terms of physical access and access to the information that we provide. We will work towards the elimination of harassment, hate crime and domestic abuse on our estates, supporting victims and taking action against perpetrators. We will ensure that the information we provide is accessible to service users in languages and formats that they can understand. We will increase the use of alternate formats such as picture documents and audio. We will provide an accessible service by removing or altering physical barriers to access. We will provide a speedy and efficient service for the provision of aids and adaptations to assist our tenants with independent living in their own homes. We will use our profiling information to analyse if all residents have access to our services and to check that all our residents are satisfied with our services.
Item 17. A skilled and committed workforce. City West Homes has duties under the Equality Act 2010 as an employer to our 349 staff. We are committed to developing a workforce that reflects the community we serve and valuing and developing the skills and abilities of all our people to enable them to reach their full potential. We have profiling information we hold for our staff available in item 18. We have good quality information on age and gender, but we need to increase the information we hold on religion, belief and sexuality. We will use the information we hold to ensure our staff are treated fairly, irrespective of their protected characteristics. We will continue to monitor the profile of our workforce and work to increase the profiling information we hold, particularly for religion and sexuality. We will make sure that all employees and job applicants receive fair and equal treatment in recruitment and selection. We will ensure that all our people have fair and equal access to promotion and training opportunities. We will maintain records in recruitment, employment and training and use this information to improve performance. We will work to increase the representation of women at senior levels as we know they are underrepresented. We will provide a workplace that is accessible and, where possible, retain in suitable employment employees who become disabled or ill. We will undertake equality analyses for all new policies to ensure they will not adversely impact any equality group. We will ensure our staff consultation structure is inclusive and consult with staff before priorities are set. We will take forward our new health and wellbeing plan to further improve the health and work-life balance for our people. We will have policies in place to make sure the workplace is free from discrimination, harassment and bullying and act promptly on all complaints as such. We will provide training and guidance to our people to enable them to deliver equality outcomes. We will carry out a yearly staff survey and act on the results to improve ourselves as an employer. Our employment policies. City West Homes has specific employment policies that set out in detail our commitment to equality and non-discrimination in employment. The policies are recruitment, learning and development, grievance, disciplinary, whistleblowing at work, bullying and harassment.
Item 18. Staff profile at March 2012. City West Homes staff, aged 16 to 30, 24%. Aged 31 to 40, 28%. Aged 41 to 50, 23%. Aged 51 to 60, 22%. Aged 61 plus, 3%. City West Homes tenants, aged 16 to 30, 7%. Aged 31 to 40, 13%. Aged 41 to 50, 23%. Aged 51 to 60, 19%. Aged 61 plus, 38%. City West Homes staff, race, white, 59%, black, 16%, Asian, 8%, mixed, 3%, other, 3%, didn't wish to answer, 0%, did not reply, 11%. City West Homes tenants, race, white, 46%, black, 15%, Asian, 12%, mixed, 3%, other, 10%, didn't wish to answer, 4%, did not reply, 10%. City West Homes staff religion, Christianity, 37%, Islam, 6%, other, 4%, no religion, 16%, didn't wish to answer, 22%, did not reply, 15%. City West Homes tenants religion, Christianity, 7%, Islam, 3%, other, 1%, no religion, 1%, didn't wish to answer, 2%, did not reply, 86%. City West Homes staff sexual orientation, heterosexual, 61%, bisexual, 0%, gay man, 3%, lesbian, 0%, other, 0%, didn't wish to answer, 21%, did not reply, 15%. City West Homes tenants sexual orientation, heterosexual, 12%, bisexual, less than 1%, gay man, less than 1%, lesbian, less than 1%, other, less than 1%, didn't wish to answer, 4%, did not reply, 82%. City West Home staff disability. Disability, 2%. No disability, 98%. Did not reply, 0%. City West Homes tenants disability. Disability, 8%. No disability, 6%. Did not reply, 86%. City West Home staff gender. Female, 42%. Male, 58%. City West Homes tenants gender. Female, 53%. Male, 47%. Pinnacle staff profile. Race, white, 47%. Black, 40%. Asian and other, 13%.
Item 19. Definitions of protected characteristics. Age. A person having a particular age, for example, 32 years old, or being within an age group, for example, 18 to 30 years old. This includes all ages, including children and young people. Disability. A person has a disability if she or he has a physical or mental impairment which has a substantial and long-term adverse effect on their ability to carry out normal day-to-day activities. Gender reassignment. A person who is proposing to undergo, is undergoing, or has undergone a process to change their gender. Marriage. A union between a man and a woman. Civil partnership. Legal recognition of a same-sex couple's relationship. Civil partners must be treated the same as married couples on a range of legal matters. Pregnancy. The condition of being pregnant. Maternity. The period after giving birth. It is linked to maternity leave in the employment context. In the non-work context, protection against maternity discrimination is for 26 weeks after giving birth, including as a result of breastfeeding. Race. A group of people defined by their colour, nationality, including citizenship, ethnic or national origins. Religion. Any religion, including a lack of religion. Belief. Includes religious and philosophical beliefs, including lack of belief, for example, atheism. Gender. A man or a woman. Sexual orientation. Whether a person's sexual attraction is towards their own sex, the opposite sex, or to both sexes.
Item 20. Definitions of discrimination. Direct discrimination. Treating a person less favourably because they have a protected characteristic. Example, refusing a job to an applicant who is perfectly capable of doing the job because they are judged too old as they are over 60. Protected characteristics. Age, disability, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnerships, pregnancy and maternity, race, ethnic or national origin, religion or belief, gender and sexual orientation. Indirect discrimination. When a rule, policy or practice applies to everyone but particularly disadvantages people who share a protected characteristic. Example, arranging a community event at a venue with a number of steps and no lift. This means residents who have mobility problems are unable to attend. Discrimination by association. Direct discrimination against someone because they associate with another person who possesses a protected characteristic. Example, an employer disciplines a woman because she has to take time off work to care for her disabled child. He has not disciplined any other workers who have had similar amounts of time off work. Discrimination by perception. Direct discrimination against someone because they are thought to possess a particular protected characteristic. Example, a group of youths congregate near a bus stop and shout homophobic abuse at two men they believe to be gay as they share a flat. Harassment. Unwanted conduct related to a protected characteristic that has the purpose or effect of violating a person's dignity or creates an intimidating, hostile, degrading, humiliating or offensive environment. Example, a resident with learning difficulties is frequently called offensive names by a neighbour. The victim is frightened and upset by this. Harassment by a third party. Employers are liable for harassment of employees based on any of the protected characteristics, other than marriage, civil partnership, and pregnancy or maternity, by individuals who are not employees of the company. Example: a contractor who calls into the office regularly makes racist remarks in the hearing of a member of staff who is black. The office manager is aware of this but does nothing to stop the contractor. Victimisation. Someone is treated badly because they have made or supported a complaint or grievance under the Equality Act or are suspected of doing so. Example: a member of staff gives evidence to support a claim brought by a colleague that a manager is sexually harassing her. All the other managers then refuse to talk to her for supporting the complainant. Discrimination arising from disability. Someone is treated unfairly because of something connected to their mental or physical disability. Example: a member of staff develops a sight problem, which means they can no longer read instructions and they are sacked for this.
That is the end of the Single Equality Scheme 2012 to 2014 from City West Homes. It was recorded in December 2012.